Hey everybody, I'm getting off work. It is Monday, December 21st, and I think I'm going to head to my mother's house. I have so many things I want to do, but I'm going to head to my mother's house because she needs a key to her shed outside, and I have a key. I don't know where her key is. She doesn't know, so she asked me to come over, and that's what I'm going to do because I also need to use her computer, print out some coupons. I tell you, so many places I want to go, so many stores I want to go to and shop in. So addicted to using coupons. Y'all just don't know, getting these deals actually. Very addicted to deals, especially when I can get stuff for next to nothing. So that's where I am right now. I'm headed to her house, which is across town from where I am right now. And from there, who knows? But I thought I'd tell y'all a story instead of just hemming and hawing like I normally do. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about this guy that I met one day when I was out shopping, and I was leaving the store, grocery store, and I was going to my car, and I noticed this guy like looking at me kind of weird, you know. He had this. It wasn't a friendly look. I don't know how to describe the look, but it was like it is looking at me like that, and so I'm looking like, what's he looking at me for, and what? So anyway, he stopped his car because I had put my car in the corral in the parking lot, and so I just was looking at him like, what do you want? And so he said, excuse me, can I take you out? Take you out? And I'm like, I don't even know you. And he was like, can I get your number? And I said, you can give me yours. And he gave me his number, and he was like, you're very pretty, I wanna, you're very pretty, so whatever. And I said, okay, thank you. And he said, you gonna give me a call? I said, yeah, I'm gonna call you. So I waited a couple of days, and I called him, and at the time that I called him, it was like in the evening, and I was clipping my coupons and organizing my coupon binder. So I had the television on, so I had time to kill. So I talked to, we talked for a long time, very long time. And the strangest thing is he talked about himself a lot. He didn't ask me a lot of questions, but he talked about himself a lot, so I found out a lot about him. And what I found out was, he said he used to be a very bad person. As far as, he said, he didn't call it selling drugs. He said something, he called it something else. I don't know if he called it I don't know. He had a slang name for it. And so, I try not to judge or everything like that. I try not to judge. I really do. And he seemed like, I don't know. He seemed a little different. I'll just say that. And he also talked about the fact that he talked about his green eyes a lot, and he's a black guy. He talked about his green eyes a lot, and I don't know if he was stuck on that. Apparently he was, but I wasn't. I did not find him to be particularly attractive. I thought he looked, I don't know. I didn't have a good impression. And so anyway, he wanted to meet me the next day, and I was fine with that. So he was like, want to meet at the park, or he was saying all these kind of places. I said, I thought you wanted to take me out to dinner, because he's like, I want to take you to a nice place, as he told me the day one when he met me. So I was messing with him. I said, what about the dinner? I thought I can't get anything to eat. And he was like, he was trying to stay away from the whole money situation. He didn't even want to meet at a Starbucks or anything like that. So we didn't really agree to a place to meet. But we did say we were going to meet. We did say that much, but we never agreed to a particular place to meet. So, I didn't, nothing was concrete. Nothing was concrete, set in stone. So, the next day I didn't hear from him. I mean, so like the afternoon came, and I had actually started out shopping. You know, it's like pretty much a daily ritual for me. I started out shopping, and I was getting some good deals. So he ended up calling me like early afternoon, and he was like, "Hey, you ready to meet?" And I was like I said, we never really discussed where we were going to meet. You know, I said, and now I'm out here. What are they doing? These hand gestures and stuff. Anyway, we didn't really discuss. I said we didn't discuss where we were going to meet, so I'm out here shopping now. I'm busy, and so he got quiet, and then he said a curse word. I mean, I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was it was a bad word, and I'm thinking, why are you so angry over this situation? You don't even know me, and it's not. I don't understand. That was like red flag warning. It's like, no, something is wrong with this picture. Okay, so you know, I didn't see a reason to get upset because I don't know this guy. I said, oh well, you know, he hung up on me, and so I was like, oh well. I think I said no. I don't think I had a chance to say anything. He called me back and he said, I just want to thank you. I said, for what? He said, I want to thank you for ruining my day. He said, because I was planning on, I would have done such and such if I had known we weren't going to meet. And I'm like, well, you still have time. I think he said he going to go grocery shopping or something. I said, well, you still have time. It's not like you can't do that now. What in the world? I'm in the wrong lane. And he said, I know it. And then he pretty much hung up again. He hung up abruptly. And he kept, I think he called me back one more time later on, talking crazy. And I said, okay, I'm sorry that happened, okay? And then that call ended. Then he calls me back, and I said, that's it. I'm not answering the phone anymore. I don't know this crazy guy, but I don't have to put up with this, you know? And so, so that was probably 2 months, 2 to 3 months ago. And every now and then he'll call me. He doesn't really text. He might say hello or some kind of intelligible, is that the right word? It doesn't make any sense message, and you know, I'll just ignore it. I've totally ignored him ever since that day that he acted crazy. And why is this car next to me? Okay, so then, I mean, I've been fine with that, you know, ignoring him. I have it in my phone, don't answer. So I've gotten a new phone, and apparently everything didn't transfer over to the new phone. So I got a call from someone else like this past weekend, and this guy was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, oh my gosh, is that guy? I said, who is this? And he told me his name. He said, you don't have my number in your phone? I said, oh, I'm sorry. I said, I switched phones and I thought you were someone else. So he's like, who you think it was? And then I told him the whole situation with this guy, and he basically told me, he's like, how old are you? And I told him, and he said, why don't you just tell the guy that you don't want to be bothered? You know, why don't you just leave it at that? And he basically made me feel like, you know, you're being childish, and you know, I said, listen, I don't have a problem speaking my mind and telling anybody how I feel about a situation. I said, I just didn't feel like he even deserved that because of how he acted, and you know, I didn't want to be bothered with him anymore. And I figured he would get the picture, and he was saying, no, he's doing the right thing by calling you every so often. He doesn't know what's going on with you, and you know, you didn't tell him, you gave him your number. I said, I didn't give him my number. You know, he got it from after me calling him, but I didn't like give him my number. And so anyway, I started thinking about it. I was like questioning myself. I said, was I wrong? Was I wrong for just not telling the guy don't call me? But I felt like after he acted the way he acted, and he just gave me such a bad impression of him, and it's like I just feel like he's bad news. I guess I could have, but I just didn't want to even. I just wanted to wash my hands of the whole situation. Luckily, it was only 2 days of my life that I had to deal with this person. No, well, 3, because the day I met him, and then the night we talked, and then the next day we talked. And that's it. I have not talked to him since. I mean, he's been calling. And if anything, I would appreciate it if he would send a text or something saying, hey, I'm sorry I handled it wrong. You know, I was rude. But he hasn't done any of that stuff. And I feel like I am too old to be dealing with mess. So I just pretty much, I'm done with it. But like this guy that I was telling you about that called me, somehow our call got disconnected, and I felt like it was a bad connection because I was in the store when he called, and I'm like wondering, did he say, this girl is crazy, I don't want to deal with her? And you know, I don't know. It's just weird because our call got disconnected, and I haven't heard from him, and he didn't call back or anything. I actually called him back thinking that it was on my end, and then I texted and said the call got disconnected, but I haven't heard a word. So it's just interesting. He's nobody like that I was trying to talk to or anything like that. We kind of met out and about as well. He was trying to recruit me for a travel service or something he's involved in, and I didn't want to get involved in that multi-level marketing program. That's not me. And I've already told him that. I actually listened to his pitch and everything, and I told him, I said, you know, this is not me. I know I'm not going to do a thing with it. So that was it. I never expected to hear from him ever again, but I did. And so he asked me the story about the guy, and I told him. So I don't know if that left a bad impression on him or what, but that call ended mighty abruptly, and then I didn't hear from him to explain why or answer me when I said. Anyway, what y'all think? Please talk to me. I mean, this is just a story I wanted to share. I'm cool with whatever because neither one of these people I know very well. And the first guy, I'm really, really afraid of him, to be honest. I just want him to think that I've just disappeared off the face of the earth. Because he told me in the course of our conversation, he said, I don't like the word no. And I'm like, excuse me, you don't like the word no? He said, yeah, no, I don't like the word no. And so to me, he seems very possessive, anger issues, and I look for signs. I do. I look for signs, and I don't mess around when I see something that's like a red flag, and that's how it was. I'll keep looking over there because I know I don't have much time on this. I don't think I have much time. I don't know if I have much battery life on my iPad. But yeah, I'm glad I could share this little story with y'all because it's been going on a while, and just when I think the guy has just gone away, it's weird. I wish he would just stop calling at all. And someone told me, why don't you just block his number? And I said, the reason why I don't block his number is because I want to know that he's still calling or not calling. I want to know what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like, I don't know if he's calling. I just want to know that I'm still on his mind. I would like to think that I'm not on his mind, but if I am, I want to know it. Does that make any sense? All right, I'm at the stoplight, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this off, but I just wanted to share this with y'all, and I will see y'all soon. I have some hauls I want to do, so stay tuned for that. All right, bye.